Hey, friends of Wildfire, this is Darren Clable, your state fire meteorologist. Just a little overview of our fire weather situation that we have with the red flag warnings in place today, and then some very strong winds expected through the rest of the week. So this report is valid from today, Monday, April 4th, through Thursday, April 7th. So just a quick overview of our fuels across the landscape. Here in South Dakota, 70th, 80th percentile or higher for much of our ERCs. At the left is our 100 and our 1,000-hour fuel moisture. Those are both in that 11 to 15% range. So our fuels conditions, while not critical, are definitely dry. And of course, we haven't had a lot of precipitation across the landscape, and nor do we get much snow this winter. So the heavier fuels that are out there are showing that dryness. Not a lot of snow across the state. This is just a modeled snow depth forecast, or modeled snow depth for today. And of course, a little bit of snow in the central and northern hills. And then, of course, a little bit of snow across the northeastern and northern sections of the state. We did have a little bit of snow last week, but all that has melted, and much of those areas have dried back out. And of course, green up is progressing, but it's not progressed further. It hasn't progressed far enough to make a difference on the landscape. We're really just seeing the cured fuels out there. Temperatures today, really in the 60s to even lower 70s across big swaths of southwestern South Dakota, 40s and 50s elsewhere, so warmer than average conditions today. Combined with that warmth, we're going to see really dry conditions. This is our relative humidity, and we're down to that 8 to 15% range across much of western and southwestern South Dakota. Overlaid on top of the RH is wind barbs. So we're going to see southwest winds in this area, southerly winds kind of over the rest of the state. But these southwest winds, we're going to see gusts anywhere from 25 up to 35, maybe even a little bit higher miles per hour. And the strongest winds are going to be kind of centered over, Oglala, Lakota, and Fall River and Custer County. And so strong southwesterly winds, RH is less than 10%, and temperatures in excess of 65 degrees are going to create those critical fire weather conditions that we're going to see today. And this is showing more wind gusts, kind of a model of the wind gusts for today. And again, those are southwesterly winds here and more southerly winds over there. Hot, dry, windy index. Here's our probability of exceeding the 90th percentile. And of course, it's showing those probabilities for us, and of course, much of western Wyoming as well. So pretty good odds that we're going to see one of the warmer, drier, and windier April 4ths that we've seen over the past 30 years. The big issue that I'm seeing in the foreseeable future is the wind. We have a cold front that's going to push through tonight, and we're going to get strong northwesterly winds tomorrow. And those northwesterly winds are going to continue on through Thursday. So the map on the left is wind gusts at 4 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, and the map on the right is at 10 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. And again, these are northwesterly winds. So by late afternoon tomorrow's going to be breezy. Winds will be breezy, northwest winds, anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour. But the strongest winds start to push in late tomorrow afternoon. These are wind gusts in excess of 55 miles per hour there at 4 p.m. across northwestern South Dakota. But then by 10 p.m., those strong wind gusts, and I'm going to say anywhere from 55 up to 75 miles per hour, are going to start spreading across much of southwestern South Dakota, including the higher elevations of the Black Hills. And of course, trees don't necessarily respond really well to very, very strong winds. And it would not surprise me if in these really high wind areas that we get the strong winds all the time, if you even get a gust up to 80 miles per hour, wouldn't surprise me. So then going forward into Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time on the left, Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Time on the right. Again, these are northwesterly winds. We're going to be looking at a long continuation of those northwest winds through Wednesday and Thursday, gusts anywhere from 35 to 50 miles per hour both days. So very strong winds tomorrow night going into the morning hours on Wednesday. Strong winds will continue on Wednesday, diminishing a little bit on Thursday, but still pretty intense. During this whole period, we are going to see a little bit of upslope snowfall in the northern Black Hills. However, that upslope snow is going to be really just relegated to the northern Black Hills. We're not going to see a lot of moisture over the rest of the state. Today obviously is very dry. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the minimum RH is going to come up a bit, but it's still going to be pretty low, especially outside of the northern Black Hills, still in that 25 to maybe 40% range. And when we overlay the fact that we have cured fuels and exceptionally strong winds, we can still get big fire growth across the state. So I do have a lot of concerns. A lot of these concerns just go back into these strong wind gusts that do damage to power lines or rekindle piles, things of that nature. So kind of our summary: red flag today, very strong winds through Thursday. And I can't stress it enough. I think tomorrow night is going to be exceptionally windy across western South Dakota. And again, if you got any questions, guys have any questions, reach out. Please call me, email me. I just want you to get everyone out there to be well prepared for this situation.